Hey guys, Mal224 here with another video for you guys. This is going to be my top 20 EPs of 2013 part 2 from numbers 10 to 1. So let's just get right on to it. At number 10 we have The Korea with Saturnus. Now The Korea, they are a progressive metal jam band, and they have they add a lot of elements of groove and a lot of ambience to them. And their previous release, The Chariot of the Gods, is actually one of my favorite albums of last year. It was just barely making the top 10, and I was they're already having new material ready. When they announced it, I was really surprised, and I was oh, alright, that's a pretty good new addition. And this is actually the first release by them to not have vocals in Russian, because they're Russian. And they have vocals in English. They actually have two versions of it. They have the first 3 tracks being the lyrics in English, and they have the last 3 tracks, which is the lyrics in Russian. And I'm not sure which ones I like better. There's some tracks that I like the English ones better, some tracks that I like the Russian ones. But it's a really phenomenal EP. The vocals is just amazing. The clean guitar tone is out of this world. The only thing I wish is that I kind of wish that it could have been 2 or 3 tracks longer, because it is only 3 tracks and it is only 11 minutes. So I kind of wish it was a little bit longer. So yeah, number 10, The Korea with Saturnus. At number 9, we have Sithu A with 26. Now, Sithu A, for those people who don't know, he is a British musician. Of course, British, and this is actually his, I think, second or third EP. He started making releases back in 2011, and he has 2 full lengths and I think 3 EPs. And this is a really great EP. The first song I heard, I forgot the track name. I'm sorry. The first track I heard, the first track off the EP, just really blew my mind, because I've been hearing a lot about Sithu A, and I was let me check him out. So I went on his Bandcamp, checked out his most recent EP, his most recent release, and I checked out and it was just amazing. This whole EP, it's only 3 tracks. There's actually a 4-track bonus track. But it's just a completely amazing EP. It has very great melodies. It has a lot of great elements. If you're a guitarist, you would definitely appreciate this, and it's a great EP. At number 9, Sithu A with 26. At number 8, we have Polyphia with Inspire. Now, Polyphia, they are a instrumental progressive band, and this is actually their first EP. This is actually their first release, and actually got into them because one of the tracks actually features Aaron Marshall of Interval. So I was let me check this out, and I was I didn't know they were instrumental. And I was wow, they're actually instrumental. That's because I love instrumental groups. In my opinion, those are the groups that I look for, because I love instrumental groups, and they just blend a lot of elements. They have a lot of ambience, and the way they put everything together is just amazing. And this EP is it's fucking amazing. It's a really great EP. So at number 8, Polyphia with Inspire. At number 7, we have Pliny. It's a split EP with Pliny and Sithu A with I. Now, this EP was actually released not too long ago. It was released in late November, and it's a 4-track split. It's 2 tracks Sithu A and 2 tracks Pliny. And the 2 tracks by Pliny, in my opinion, are 2 of the best songs that Pliny has ever put out. I said in my last video that with each release, Pliny's getting better and better, and this is actually Pliny's latest release, and it's just keeps on getting better and better. With my favorite releases to my list is definitely Sweet Nothings and Other Things. he keeps on maturing, and honestly, like, I would hope like it continues, because it's just keep on getting better and better. And C through A's part on this, it's very enjoyable, very great. I'm not too sure which two songs I like better. I'm not too sure. I'll kind of find them equal, and it's a very enjoyable listen. Very what's the word? Very I don't know. It's just very enjoyable. So yeah, at number 7, Plenty and C through A with I. At number 6, we have David Maximisic with Below 3.0. Now, David Maximisic is a solo project by, of course, David Maximisic. He started around 2011-ish with the release of Bilo 1.0. This is his third release, of course, and they're all EPs. Now, in my opinion, 1.0 is definitely the best, but this one is actually, it's only 6 tracks, and it's a length of a full length. It's like 43 minutes long, and like, I was just really hyped for this because I loved 1 and 2, and I just really wanted to hear what 3 would sound like. And I was expecting 3 to come around like a little bit earlier in the year, but since it was the length of a full length, I was like, oh, alright, no wonder why it came out kind of late. And it's a great new addition to his discography. Like all the tracks in there are just amazing. Like Where Is Now, Smile, all the tracks that the first track is amazing. Like a lot, like it is just a really great listen. It's a fast listen. Like those 43 minutes will go by fast. Like this was probably one of the most anticipated EPs of the year, and it was a really great new addition. And at number 6, David Maximisic, Below 3.0. At number 5, we have Entities with Aether. Now, Entities, they are a progressive metal band. They have a lot of groove, a lot of breakdowns, a lot of like the vocals sound just amazing. That's definitely a standout factor in them, and the melodies are just amazing. Like this EP definitely beats out Luminosity. It's definitely a step up from their last EP, and Aether, like the last song, Streamland, is just like amazing. It starts off with this amazing solo, and then it ends off with a solo. Then like an outro, and the guitar work and the vocals are definitely two of the most standout factors in this band. And they are just really talented. Like I would really want like a record label like Sumerian or like Basic or something to sign them, because they are a very underrated band, and I really hope that they get big, like really big. And yeah, so at number 5, Entities with Aether. At number 4, we have Delta with Voyage. Now, Delta, I actually discovered them. It was through my recommendations. It was Delta Voyage, the full album stream of it, and the first song I heard was, of course, the first track, the release intro, and like it starts off with like a kind of like clean guitar, like I actually thought they were an instrumental. Like starts out with like a clean guitar interlude, I guess, and like then it comes out with this really big like guttural vocals, and it's just like really fucking like great, like, you know what I mean? And like the rest of the tracks off the top is like very kick-ass, very aggressive, and like hopefully like Delta, they also get signed to like a label, like a really big label, and they get to go like on tour. Because if they get signed and I get the chance to see them live, they're definitely a band that I would like definitely go crazy for, and you guys should go crazy for it. You guys should really check them out, because like they have the perfect blend of deathcore and progressive, and you combine them together and you get out Delta, and it's just amazing. And this is an amazing EP. At number 4, Delta with Voyage. At number 3, we have Red Seas Fire with Exposition. Now, Red Seas Fire, I actually discovered them through their guitarist, Adam Nally-Gekard of Periphery. He actually left them to join Periphery, and this is actually their second EP. When I first heard the first time I listened to it, I was just like, this is a fucking amazing EP. Like, the way the vocals sound, the harsh vocals definitely sound more of like a kind of like deathcore death metal sound, and then like the clean vocals is like the perfect way of progressive. Like, it just, like, you won't expect that that's the same vocalist. You would think that it's two vocalists, and just like, this is just a very enjoyable EP. It's only 4 tracks and it's like 18 minutes long. Each track is like 5 minutes, but and like, I would really like to see them make a full length, because they only released 2 EPs, and this is like after the first list I knew this was gonna be this high on my list, because like, it was such a like really, like, the first impression was just like, I was like, this is definitely gonna be like this high on, this is definitely gonna be really high on my list, at least in like my top 5, and it is. So at number 3, Wet Ceasefire with Exposition. At number 2, we have Ice-Godsend with When I Stop Calling It Home. Now, Ice-Godsend, they are a progressive metal band, no really gent influences. I really wouldn't call them gent. And actually, my brother discovered them. I heard him listening to it, and I was like, this is really fucking good. So I decided to check it out for myself, and I checked out the whole EP, and it was just like, I had the whole thing on my iPod, and like, each song is like played at least like 20 or 30 times, because I like, it's just like amazing. The vocals are definitely unique. They're like the most unique vocals I would ever hear. The guitar work is amazing. Like, Vices, When I Stop Calling It Home, Oppression, those are amazing tracks. Like, those tracks are just amazing. And then the intro, Zodiac, is like, it kind of like, I thought they were my brother thought they were deathcore and they were progressive. That's what he told me. And like, and this is like just a really fucking amazing EP. Like, everything about it, like, it just like, when the first time I heard them, I was just completely amazed by them, because like, I really never really heard anything like that, like that powerful recently. Like, the musicianship and like everything about it is amazing. So at number 2, Ice-Godsend with When I Stop Calling It Home. Now, the final EP on this list, my EP of the year, is Fallujah with Nomadic. Now, I originally thought that Fallujah was gonna make a full length this year, and actually they decided to do an EP because they only recorded 3 tracks, so they were like, fuck it, let's just release it as an EP. And I was kind of like disappointed that it was only an EP, because the Harvest Moons was actually like, that's probably like my 3rd favorite album of all time, and that album was just complete. Like, that album was perfect, and I really wanted to hear a full length. But you know, this EP is just so great. Like the Dead Sea. Like, it just first starts off with like fucking like typical Fallujah, fast, aggressive, amazing, and then like it gets to like this soft part, which they really didn't do a lot. They did it in their instrumentals, but they didn't like experiment with it fully in like a song, and like a full song with vocals, and they pull it off perfectly. And then it just comes out with this blast beats and tremolo picking and high screams. Like, it's just amazing. And then they have Silent, which is like the interlude on the album, and it's kind of like a full ambient track, and it's just like, that song is just very peaceful, very like very, very peaceful, and it really gets you to like a relaxed mood. And that I was just like, I wasn't really expecting that. And then you got Venom Upon the Blade, which is basically the same thing. Gets soft, then gets like starts off like harsh and aggressive like typical Fallujah, then gets soft, then gets it back hard. And this is really like a perfect EP for me. It's really great. 10 out of 10. Like, in my EP, in my review, I only gave it like an 8 or a 9. But this is just a really amazing EP. If you're a fan of Fallujah, you should check out this whole EP and the Harvest Moons. If like if you're like a fan of like technical death metal or progressive death metal, you should really check them out. And yeah, at my EP of the year, Fallujah with Nomadic. Now, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. I'm going to be making my honorable mentions in a couple days. Stay tuned for that. And I'm going to be doing my top 25 and top 30. I haven't decided yet. So, yeah. Stay tuned for more and keep it metal.